Today, I want to talk about guilt. I feel guilt in the air. I feel it in the world. I feel it in the online space. And if you are motivated by guilt, if you are put into motion by guilt, cool. I'm not talking to you. Go do your thing. If you are paralyzed by guilt or retreat because of guilt or inhibited because of guilt, I am talking to you. There is the guilt of the people who want to do more and can't. There's the guilt of the people who want to do more and don't know what to do. There's the guilt of the people who don't actually want to do more, but think that they should want to do more. And there is a way to turn your guilt into gold. The first step of that is your guilt based on your standard or is it based on somebody else's standard? And for some of you, that might be a really easy answer. And for some of you, it might be a little more complex. So, guilt based on your standard would be I have a standard that says I need to sweat a little bit, at least a little bit every single day. And I have not done that for the past 3 days. And I feel guilty about it. And so, like, mining that guilt is like, what is stopping me? Like, what's really in my way? In my way. It's not really, but it feels like that. That's why the guilt is there. Is it exhaustion? Is it hormonal? Is it busyness? Is it, what is the thing that kind of prevents you from living in your own standard? So getting really clear on that. Now, the other guilt, not living up to somebody else's standard, I have heard somebody else call that out as codependence, and I would agree. And even if it's not codependence with a particular person, it might just be people pleasing tendencies in general. So, an example of that is I have a dear friend, and she has been through much of my manifestation work. And she has said, in a less chaotic period, that for her, she wants herself and her family to be happy, healthy, and safe. Now that the world is a lot more chaotic, there are a lot of things on fire, there's a lot going on. She will watch that and feel guilty that she's not doing more or necessarily even wanting to be the person to do more. And that standard lives outside of her. Her standard is I want my family to be happy, healthy, and safe. The external standard is all of these people need help. Obviously, every individual here should help all the people who are unsafe, which, when you think about it that way, is wild. Like each of us individually is not capable or even aware enough to know what to do to help everybody else who's unsafe. But also, you keeping yourself and your family happy, healthy, and safe creates more happiness, health, and safety in the world, period. That echoes out into the world and creates more of that. When you want that, but you're locked down thinking that it's not okay to just want that, and you should be different from how you are, and you should be somebody else, and you should take different actions or want to take different actions. Now you are not happy, healthy, or safe. So now there's less happiness, healthy, and health and safety in the world. So, what is your standard? What is your standard? And what is like that guilt when it's trying to live up to somebody else's standard that isn't true for you, that codependent experience, it just locks you up. It makes you impotent in the world. And so, how do you tune back into your standard and say, look, I'm going to do this right now. I'm going to make sure that I have what I need. I'm going to make sure my kids have what they need. If there's leftover after that, awesome. If you being in your best, rightest, aligned self means you have leftover energy and now you're like, oh, you know what? I'm going to call my congressman. Or you know what? I have some extra money this month. I'm going to send it to a cause I care about. Cool. But you can't even see those options when you feel like you are bad because you're not, well, good enough.